should be chasing after the sun. We would be amazing together as one. Oh, there's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. I know what you're facing, I know what you fear. But soon you'll be ready, your mind will be clear. There's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. The love in our hearts is causing these flames. The will in our minds will keep them forever. Just believe in the fire between us. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us.
We've had this conversation and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall. And every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? you now. We're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now. You're stuck in my mind. We're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. Friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody, oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody, oh, I've got sunshine, I've got you now. We're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now. You're stuck in my mind. We're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. Friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody, oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody, oh,
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. I hope you're having a good night. I'm having a good night, but we'll turn those lights on. But tonight's going to be a little different. My daughter has a choir concert tonight. So, and I just saw that my hair is a little crazy. Let's comb over the comb over. So she's got a concert tonight. And unlike a football game where she's cheering for like 2 hours, and I can just show up and, do the fatherly, I came to your game kind of thing. She's in a choir concert, and I don't know exactly when she's going to sing. And it's not something that I can just show up to. So what we're going to do tonight is I am recording this at 4:00 in the afternoon. And this is 4:30, and then I'm going to replay it at 6:30 for you guys. So we're kind of down to the wire, but hopefully all of this will work out. I might just record an hour. That way it'll be over kind of around 5:30, and I'll have enough time for it to propagate, to set up the live stream tonight for a pre-recording, and all of that. And hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing goes wrong. But I just noticed that that light is insane back there. I just want a touch of light there. So I had a wonderful day today. I had a couple meetings at work, but I had to take half of the day this morning off to take my daughter to she's been at this church all day for like a choir concert, like practicing for it and everything for the performance tonight. And so I was able to be in Murfreesboro, Tennessee at like 8:30 this morning. And then after I dropped her off, I didn't really have to be at work till 11:30. So I was like, I got a couple hours that I could fly. So I looked up and I found a soccer complex that was pretty close to where my daughter is singing tonight. So I just decided I'm just going to drive over there and get the Air 3S up in the air and see what I can see, do what I can do. And I will have to say that the Air 2S was my favorite camera drone, even over the Mavic 3 Classic that I have. I will say the camera is better on the Mavic 3 Classic, but as far as a drone, I loved the Air 2S, and the Air 3S is now my favorite drone ever. I did some things today with the Air 3S that were awesome. And if you think back to like the Skydio, the original Skydio, it was amazing what it could do, but it couldn't perform very well. I remember seeing a video of one of the few people that got to see it before it came out. They're used to like filming themselves on a skateboard, and they're used to controlling the drone that's following them, and they got really good at that. And then when the Skydio tried to do it, it looked like an amateur that didn't know how to film things was following the person around. And that's kind of how I feel the DJI Neo is a little bit. I have some amazing footage from this weekend. We had a trunk or treat at church, and I walked around with the Neo, and I wasn't worried if it was going to hit a kid or anything. I was actually able to put it about 20 feet up in the air and then just walk around, and nobody was taller than 20 feet. So I could just walk all around the parking lot of our church and see like people in costumes and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. The only downside of it is that I was the focus of the video the whole time. Whereas if I was actually flying it around the event, which I could have done, but I didn't want to, then it would have been better. But there's some video of me walking with the Neo in front of me, and then there's other video of me in the background, like with it behind me, following me. But contemplating how I'm going to show that footage to you guys, because it's got a bunch of kids in it, and I know that's kind of against YouTube policy and privacy policies and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure how I'm going to show that, but I might just show it anyway, or I might show it in a live stream where there's stuff in front of it. And I'm definitely going to put it on Facebook though, because I can definitely put pictures of other people's kids on Facebook. But YouTube's probably a little different. So what I did today with the DJI Air 3S is I was able to fly it. I flew two full batteries, and then the third battery I only flew half of it because it was getting to the point where I had to leave and be at the office for my meeting. So, but the first video, so I was out in this field and I found this amazing sprinkler that was like a industrial sprinkler that was irrigating a field, this big field. And what it is it's on a pivot. And so the whole thing creates these big crop circles in the field. So there's like a puddle, but the puddle's in the shape of a circle all around. And then I don't know if it was just the time of day that I filmed it or not, but I was getting some killer rainbows coming off of the sprinkler. So that was really cool. I was able to do, I kind of chose it as my subject for quick shots and master shots. And so it's one of those videos where I recorded my screen the entire time. I talked into my Ace Pro 2. Got the Ace Pro 2. It showed up at Best Buy yesterday, so I picked it up. So I'm going to be selling one of my Ace Pro 1s. I want to do some comparison videos and probably sell my other Ace Pro. And then don't know if I'm going to get another Ace Pro 2, but I've been using it in my car on my dashboard to kind of film me. And so you're going to see this week, whenever I post those videos, you're going to see kind of how that's going to turn out. So pretty excited. I recorded in 8K. So then that way I can zoom in a little bit and not be so awkward. Because, you know, when you're kind of sitting in the car and you're slouched a little bit, like all of my jelly rolls don't roll in the direction I wish they would. Like right now, I've got great shoulders, but if you get down here, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. So, so it's interesting. So anyway, with being able to film in the car in 8K, then I can zoom in, I can stabilize, I can do a lot of things post that will make my videos look really good. And from what I've heard, the Ace Pro 2 has better audio than the Ace Pro. I don't know if it's just the fact that it has a wind muff on it or not. The other thing that we did today is I had the windows down and it was kind of windy. So I don't know exactly how well it's going to be. I was actually sitting in the sun. My car was in the sun. And I think I recorded for a full hour in 8K on the Ace Pro 2 before it overheated. But I did actually get it to overheat. But I was cranking the mess out of that camera. And I had the screen was down on it. So I think I could get longer. I don't think it would overheat as fast if I lifted that up. So there's that. What else is going on? Yeah, so since I got the Ace Pro 2 finally, I'm going to pick up my action camera series and do some videos on action cameras, comparing them. Really want to get it up on the Inspire 2, get all of them flying at the same time. But so there's that in the works. The other thing that I want to do is I want to compare the Neo to the Air 3S as far as tracking. So I think that's good. And I kind of think that somebody else already did that. It might be on Club Foxhorn. Nope. I thought Joe did it, but Joe did the Neo versus the Avata 2. So, so yeah. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to show you guys some videos of my day today. And I tracked my car. So I've been telling you guys that I got a Ford Explorer, and I almost said I got a Ford Explorer 2, like, you know, like the Avata 2 or whatever. But what I did today, one of the things I did today was I tracked my vehicle, and I've never done that. Kind of terrifies me. I've tracked other people with, you know, the sticks in my hand. I've tracked other people's cars, but actually being in the car, driving, and then having my drone, like trusting that my drone can go around, that kind of terrifies me. But, and I will have to say, there was a couple times when I looked up and I caught my drone, and my camera was straight. My drone was like this, backing up. Like, I don't know if it was because I had it in sport mode or not, but that thing, I don't know if you can, I don't know if it overrides sport mode whenever you put it in active track and the stabilization turns back on. But like it was going around buildings, around trees, around bushes. And so we're going to show that footage when we hit the 7 o'clock mark. So that's going to be in about 8 minutes. Yeah, let me know if you guys have the Air 2S, or sorry, the Air 3S, whether you like it or not. I just got the wide angle lens attachment, which makes it even wider. And hopefully we're going to try to do a sphere with the wide angle attachment, and hopefully we'll be able to get full sky. I don't know if that's going to help get the full sky or not. Let me know. Yeah, just let me know if you like it. And if it's worth an upgrade. I don't know how much of an upgrade it is from the Air 3, because the Air 3, so as far as like capabilities, the Air 3 and the Air 3S are very similar. Okay. And as far as cameras, I would say the Classic or the Mavic Pro 3 has a better camera, but is not as capable as a drone as the Air 3 or 3S. So there's kind of the Airs are like kind of the sporty camera drones that are a little bit smaller. Mavic Pro series are more professional grade drones. But I will say that this Air 3S has enough in it to just destroy most other drones. So when I saw Bob, he got the 3, I was like, man, I'm going to hold out to see if they come out with a 3S, because I think that's going to be the perfect drone for me. And it is, until the next Mavic Pro comes out, and then I'll probably want that. But so yeah, what time is it? So it is about 6:54. I think I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you guys some of the things that I recorded today. So let's try this out. Ooh, babe, ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday we'll take a dip in the beautiful sun. Someday, we'll get brighter. All right, so I want to show this video to you guys. Oh, it started already. Oh, this is quick. It's 11 seconds. So let's do halftime. I didn't realize it was 11 seconds. So let's see. So 60, let's do 0.5. All right. And this is a wide angle view of the sprinkler that I was telling you about that I found today. All right, let's get that off. Let's check it out. So this is slow motion. When I get in Final Cut Pro, I'm going to be able to do this at 40% on a 24 frames per second timeline. But I want you guys to see right there, the rainbow hits. And as I'm turning around this thing, the rainbow kind of goes back and forth. So that, there's better videos, but this just happened to be, I think this was a zoomed in version of a point of interest. So I want to show you guys that. I thought that video was longer. No wonder it hit 4K really fast. This is actually using the zoom lens, and we're gonna make this 0.5 as well. I want you guys to check out the rainbow. I am just jazzed at how cool this video turned out. just because of this rainbow. So this is my attempt at quick shots with the telephoto lens. So I was able to zoom in really, really close, but not get wet because I'm zooming in. And as I go around, the sun's kind of behind me a little bit. And so as I go around, the rainbow hits at some crazy times. I love, being able to see how this irrigation system works. I wonder how many sprinklers are on there. Every single one of those red poles has a sprinkler on the end of it. There's the rainbow. And I can't remember if this is a helix or just a circle. But so the sprinkler on the front of the irrigation system, it every time that thing arm swings, it shoots. And then the thing's also going back and forth, just like one of those sprinklers that's in your yard. But I loved everything going on here. I loved the tire marks all over the field. I love this little round ditch that it rides in. Yeah, I just thought this shot was really, really cool. If you guys are just tuning in, I am not here right now. I am at my daughter's choir concert, but I wanted to give you guys a live stream that you guys could talk to each other and hang out on. So that is why this is playing. So feel free to comment, like, subscribe, beg me for more videos, all of the things. But I wanted to pre-record a live stream so you guys could have something to watch tonight. For those of you that are faithful to the channel, I think that's a cool shot right there. I like the composition of that shot. I'm not a huge fan of when the water goes off, but I think this is a really cool. This is a really cool use of the telephoto lens on the Air 3S because it's water, and I wouldn't dare fly my drone near all of that spraying water. But because, oh, there's the rainbow again. But because I can use the telephoto lens, I can record something like this. So that is that video. Now, I think I'm going to play this in slow motion too. Well, let's play it in full on motion, and then we'll play it in slow motion. So this is the first time I've ever tracked my car. I'm going to introduce you to the Fox Explorer. I'm just kidding. I haven't really named it yet, but this is my new Ford Explorer that I'm going to be taking to Florida next year. So pretty excited about that. But I just want you to see the buildings, the barns, the poles, the trees, the bushes, all of the things that my drone has to fly around. And I'm literally just driving, and it's doing everything on its own. Right here, I think I changed the position so it was kind of in front of me, but I don't think that it mattered because it didn't stay in front of me. I think because my vehicle doesn't have a face, it doesn't know how to stay in front of me maybe. But yeah, so I'm just sitting there driving. I've got my controller in my right hand. The drone goes around this building with no problem. Almost loses me right here. Then it finds me at the last second. And then it comes around. And it just does a great job following me, y'all. I feel like nacho rolling because I am now I'm now looking at my car from a drone. I don't have a moonroof that I can launch from, but another thing is I launched from the hood, and it landed on my hood every time I returned to home. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, I just want you to see all the things that it's going around to follow me. And I don't feel like it's the luck of the draw. I feel like it's actually analyzing the situation that's going on, coming around. So I think that's pretty cool. So this was the end of my video. And so I've got a DJI mic on my hoodie, and decided to do the end of the video like this. But you can tell I got it in sport mode because that thing is like, I barely touch it and it moves. So now I'm trying to switch the tracking to me. And so we're going to see what this looks like. I think it's beautiful. I love the tractor in the background. That wasn't planned. But it wouldn't get very close to me. So I feel like, I don't know if you can active track with the zoom lens, but I think if I could active track with the zoom lens, I think I could get some pretty cool shots, because the drone would be far enough away from me that it wouldn't really come up on the microphone. So that was me doing my outro on a video you'll see coming up. I'm going to try to get them done this week. Might try to edit a bunch of video on Thursday. But yeah, that's that. Here's my shoes. All right, so let's go back and watch this in slow motion, and I want you guys to see the things that it kind of goes around. We'll just do it half speed. So the drone is in sport mode at this point, and it's kind of flying, like I said earlier, like the drone was like sideways, and avoiding things. And there's, at one point I even speed up to maybe 15 miles an hour, and it was just keeping up with me perfect. But there's a nice view of the Ford Explorer. I got a silver one, and I put a tool rack on top so that I could put my Yak Attack selfie poles and stuff on top of my car. And from the front, it looks like a cop car, because those look like, the cop lights on top of it. So several people have already slowed down when I come up to them. And then I even had a couple cops wave at me like I was an undercover cop or something, which was pretty cool. So I think this shot is really cool, where it goes, the drone flies behind the building. Now, if the drone would have flown through that tunnel, that would be epic. But it didn't do that. So I think that's a really cool reveal. Now the drone is like changing positions here, but I just love how this turned out. And so I'm planning on doing this shot more and more. The intros to me flying my drone, I think driving up, I think using my dash cam to have a video of me putting the drone on the hood, taking off. I also really want to do this shot with my Insta360 on the roof. I don't know how good it'll do, but I'd really like to track the drone from the Insta360, just so you guys can see how it's going around trees and poles and stuff like that, because I'm really interested myself. But yeah, this is kind of what I did today. So super cool, guys. I've got a lot more footage, and the videos are going to be more like my come along and ride along with me on my journey. Not me putting together clips of a perfect video, but really me just kind of enjoying my day and showing you guys. At this point, maybe this is like my 30th drone or something. I don't know. I've had a lot of drones over the last 9 years of this channel. So I feel like I'm an expert at this point. So yeah, I think this is super cool. So yeah, let's get out of that. And that's really all I wanted to talk about with the the Air 3S. Just so you know, there's just going to be several videos coming out in the next week or so of me flying. But I wanted to go. I haven't shown you your all's videos in a while, and so I wanted to show some videos that you guys have done. Let's start here. This is 6 days ago. I was hoping Doug had a video. He's got pictures. We'll look at Steve. We'll look at Doug's pictures real quick. This is Camp Timber. I would love to fly that little thing. I feel like he's flown that before. Maybe not, but he's flown something like that. There's his camper and his Cybertruck. So that's pretty cool. This is Dangery Castle in Co Galloway. I don't know what Co means. Ireland. So let's check this out. And I'm not going to play the audio from anybody's video just because I don't have time to figure out which one's copyrighted or not. This is a beautiful castle. And I love that reveal right there. You guys know that I'm a sucker for water and the reflecting the sky, and how the reflections of the sky moves differently than the land. I just love everything about that intro in that video. How like the subject was, front and center, and then County Galway, Ireland. Look how green that is. I think this is cool because the water looks plain, but then the land is bright green. Usually, I think it's because it's a cloudy day, so it's reflecting a kind of a dull sky. Love the clouds, love everything. But how cool is this little castle? I would imagine that this land gets flooded and that castle is the only thing that stays dry because it's up on that hill. You can see kind of the rocks going around it. That might be as high as the water comes up to, but I think that's really, really cool. And I can't tell if it's got two walls or if there's an outer wall and then a sidewalk on the top of the wall. I feel like there's a sidewalk probably to look out those windows for archers or something like that. I think we're landing maybe. Or maybe we're just getting a different shot. Oh, that's a cool shot. We're getting another shot. Ooh, asteroid maybe? Or nope, rocket. Or just freehand. I love that. And I love the rock to the right on the bottom. That's like, you can tell that's just old rock. It's been cracked at some point, and then like it's not eroded by water, it's just eroded by rain. I think that's pretty cool. And I love the bricks on the castle itself. Very, very cool. It's an interesting little sidewalk that goes around it. I feel like I would fall. Like I would sprain my ankle on that sidewalk, especially over here. but maybe it's flatter when you're down there. But I think this is a beautiful little castle. I really wish we had stuff like this in America. We don't have anything old. Oh, that's a beautiful pano. That's gorgeous. That's like a calendar. Very cool, Dewey. Very cool. All right, let's see what else we got. This is Joe America. This is a one shot with the Neo. So let's check this out. Ooh, flew off the patio. What's wrong with the Neo and the jerky movements? Oh, I saw this already. But I don't think I played it on the show because he posted it 6 days ago. I might have shown this last week. Maybe not. So this is Joe flying his Neo around his apartment complex. I feel like this is the one where maybe he had his granddaughter sitting on his lap or something. Let's see. I think him and his granddaughter are sitting in this gazebo over here. Yep. It's kind of hard to fly with a little munchkin on your lap. But that's probably so fun to share that with her. Oh, tree. That's another thing. When you're used to flying in the goggles, when you go back to not flying in the goggles, sometimes it's harder to fly. Like you get used to being able to see like what's right in front of you, that you forget that like when you're flying this way, you have to think ahead. So overall, really good for a tiny little drone. I think the Neo is the sweet spot. I don't know that I would go any smaller than the Neo. I've flown little turtles in the past, and I flew the Tello. Tello was great indoors, but it could not fly outside for me. I watched some people actually fly it, but there had to be no winds on the day that they flew it because for me, the Tello was just being blown away by little bird wings. But this Neo, the fact that this Neo can do this, it's a great little drone. Not for videography. I mean, it's not a professional camera or anything, but sure is a whole lot of fun. So I'm going to skip that one. We got a lot of videos from Joe. Joe is really, really good at posting on Club Foxhorn. So that's the Air 2S. This is the Neo again. Let's fly this one. So this is flying the Neo like an FPV drone. Oh no, like a camera drone. Flying with the DJI RC2. So y'all, this is something that is great with the Neo. You know that if it's so light that you don't have to register it. It's pretty much a toy drone, but you can get video like this without going through all the hoops of the FAA and, all of that stuff. This is a really good video. It's not like the best quality because of the camera that's on the Neo, but it's 4K and it's good. And it's along the lines of a lot of like Android cell phones as far as like the camera quality. Great for YouTube and great for Facebook. And I think this looks really cool. And I wonder if you could get shots like this with your phone, like using your phone as a controller. I tried to fly it a little bit with my phone, but I'm so used to using sticks that my sweaty fingers kind of slip on the phone screen. But I think this is a great. Whenever people are talking about the Neo being crappy and not being good enough, to me, this is good enough. This is good enough. And the drone is so cheap that if that football hit the drone and knocked it out of the air and broke it, like, you're not out thousands of dollars for your camera drone. Like my Air 3S was a little over $1,000. And the only reason I got to do it that cheap is because I already had other components from other drones. But yeah, for the little Neo, I think this does great. And you could use this same drone and fly FPV through the bleachers. So I think Joe did a killer job on that video. Well done, Joe. Everybody in the chat, go ahead and compliment Joe on his amazingness. This is a video from the Mavic 3 Pro and the Avata from John Carroll. Let's check this out. So he's got some videos from his phone. I hope he doesn't have control of the sticks of the plane. I've seen him fly a drone, but I don't know that I'd trust him with my life. I wouldn't trust any of y'all with my life. Yeah, so these are some cool shots. I really like the lights back there. I think it looks really good. It said this is Mavic 3 Pro and Avata, but I don't know if he's holding it in his hand and filming with it, or I feel like this is a cell phone shot. Oh, here we're taking off. I think airports are beautiful at night with all the lights everywhere. I would love to fly an airport. How cool the drone meetup would that be? Is it if they canceled all flights for a weekend and we got to fly our drones all around an airport? How cool would that be? Baggage claim. Well, that was a lie. There was no drone footage in there at all. What does it say? Off to Montana for a while to get a few views around the mountains with my Mavic. Okay, so that was his flight. So maybe this is what we're talking about. We'll watch this one. JC flying. All right, now we're talking. So this is Devil's Elbow. This is the Devil's Elbow area of the Missouri River. So that, John, is a beautiful place to fly. I love the water. I love the desert. I love the trees in the desert, and I love the mountains. Like, everything about this location is turning me on. I like how, like, you can tell where the water like erodes and creates these little canals in the desert whenever it's going down the mountains. But I also love how still the water is. I know there's like some wakes in there, but I love the reflection of the mountain right at the base where it meets the water. I think it's really cool. And the mountains have this curve to them that are like a hippo's bosom. That's a cool shot. That's a really cool shot. I would love to fly there. Oh, it's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I like that lake over there is, or wait, this is the Missouri River. That part over there is nice and blue. I like that. Reflecting the blue sky. I love the mountains in the background. I love how it's like desert and mountains at the same time. It's really pretty. So do I still have things in slow motion? Nope. I like that little touch of pretty trees. It's like they planted trees next to their house to make it look like they lived in Michigan or something. I like it. So that was a video from John. We've got time for maybe 2 more videos. We already showed one of John. Here's another one of Dewey from Dewey. Man, there's so many good ones from Montana. I'm gonna have to go back and look at those. So let's watch another video from Dewey. Oh, that's a beautiful sunset or rise, whichever. I love everything about that except for that lens flare right down the middle. Dewey, get rid of the lens flare. No, I'm just kidding. I know you can't do anything about it. Ooh, look at the birds next to the lens flare. That's pretty. That is so flat. Tennessee doesn't look anything like that. In the distance it does, but there is no piece of land that's as flat as this is. This is beautiful. I think it's interesting how everybody separates their land with like just a line of trees and weeds. There's like this beautiful farmland and then trees and weeds. And then like it's like they forgot to weed whack their border. Oh, I wasn't expecting water. I just got dizzy. I'm so dizzy. Oh, now we're going backwards. And his rotation moved the lens flare, so I'm not as mad about it. Look how small those cows are. Or goats or whatever animals those are. Those are tiny. And I think it's interesting the different shades of green that are in this video. Like you've got yellow greens, you've got hunter greens. Like the trees are like more of a hunter green, And then you've got these different crops that are, did y'all see that tractor back there that had all the birds following him? He's like planting seeds, and then all the birds are coming behind him, eating all the seeds. It's kind of funny. But I love the sky in this video. The sky is like oranges and purples. And then I also love the contrast on the ground between the brown dirt and the different shades of green in the land. And now we have water with just a touch of orange reflection on it. Very good. I like how you got low, Dewey, and now time lapse. Very cool. That's another thing I want to do with my Air 3S. I want to do some time lapses. And then we got a car. Sweet. There's Dewey right there. You can tell it's Dewey because he's looking at his controller. It looks like you're at an RC park. Are you at an RC park? What a great place to put an RC park. That's beautiful. All right, well done, Dewey. Now I want to show you guys Steven Drone's video. Oh wait, where'd it go? Updated aerial view. This is taken on the 27th, which was Sunday. Got a Hummer video. We're making some money for Steve. He's getting a penny. Typhoon H Plus. The Typhoon H Pluses are killing it. There's no need to buy a new drone if you've got a drone that works for you. That is a very interesting wall, or whatever that is. What is that? That is so straight. Is that the building? Is that the warehouse? I'm very interested into what that rectangle thing was. Now, those little cement rectangles down there, I feel like they're like directing water in a direction, but I might be completely wrong. All the leaves are gone where he's at. And that looks like a bridge. Like, to me, those look like aqueduct type things. But I don't know what all those rectangles are stacked up next to each other. Is that a building? Is that a warehouse? They look like shipping containers that are just all stacked in a row. So I'm very interested in this because I can't figure out what's going on. Usually I'm better at figuring things out. Maybe those holes are left so they can drop things down in there. I'm baffled as to what that big thing is. All right. So I wanted to show one more. This is the some acro from Joe comparing the Neo and the Avata 2. And this is the last video I'm going to play tonight. Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted to do. And then we're going to call it a night. But, oh, we're crooked. Must be a little windy. So both are color graded exactly the same. Easy acro. So this is easy acro with the Neo. Oh, I know why you're crooked. Because he's using the wanker. Look at that tree. Come on. That tree fell over and then just kept growing. That's beautiful. What a cool gap. I love the Spanish moss. I got to fly Spanish moss when I went down to Florida for the drone meetup. And I love the video that I got from my Avata flying through the trees with Spanish moss hanging down. Whoa, it's pretty low to the ground to do that easy acro thing he just did. Awesome. So yeah, that's it. This was a pre-recorded live stream because I will not be available to live stream at the time that I usually live stream. So hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications when I put out more videos or more live streams. Just hang out with me, like me. Please like me. Make sure you like the video and look forward to the videos that I'm going to put out this week of, kind of my first excursions with the Air 3S. Hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.